Aaron, do you have to start off every single YouTube video drinking coffee? Yes, I do. I cannot start these YouTube videos and I cannot do these trade breakdowns for you unless we have this coffee. Coffee is life. Coffee is my addiction and coffee is my one little happiness in this world, so please allow it. What's going on, traders? Welcome back. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's time for a trade breakdown on the NASDAQ. So had some fantastic longs and calls yesterday. We called a 300-point drop in the NASDAQ, and unfortunately I wasn't able to catch all of the move down. However, I was able to catch some of the move up into the key liquidity points, and I was able to share with everyone in the community that I was confident that the NASDAQ was going to come up, take out yesterday's highs, and then come down and grab some serious daily lows, and that's exactly what we did. So pre-London we saw a 172 point up, and then into the US session we saw that 300-point drop. So called some incredibly good moves, and although I didn't catch all of the move, this is what's going to happen to you guys sometimes in trading. Sometimes you'll call a move in a direction to absolute perfection, however the entry just won't fit your plan, and you have to be okay with that, and you still have to be happy that you were able to call the direction if you're calling it like this. Let's get ready. Let's jump straight on the charts. Enjoy this coffee, enjoy the sound of my voice, and break down the NASDAQ. All right, so here we have it. So we have the NASDAQ. Going to the 15-minute, we can see the NASDAQ yesterday had beautiful liquidity grabs to the highs before then having that massive push back down, which I broke down perfectly to the community, and people were able to bank on this incredible move down, all from the calls that we gave live on the Zoom call. And moving forward in the community, we're going to be going live into the London and pre-New York sessions every single day, if not 4 times a week in the community, to break down the charts, give that market sentiment pre-open, and also hopefully take some lives trade together pre-market. So that's pretty much what we did yesterday, and I'll break that down as we go on further. I hope you guys can't hear them fucking birds outside, but holy shit, that's loud. Okay. We're back. Right, now, it was actually only fortunate that I was on the charts pre-London this morning. So I actually took a trade around 6:40 London time, which is very, very early for me usually. Usually I don't like trading until at least 7 a.m. London time. That's typically when we look to jump on the London live Zooms. However, you know, being here in Australia, for me, that's around 3:40 p.m. And if I'm at home and I have the charts in front of me, I'll be looking at the markets to try and get that market understanding before I go live with the community. And if I see something worth taking, then I'm going to look to take it. And this was an opportunity where I just had to dive in and take it because it just made sense and it fit the rules and it fit the plan. So let's go back on the replay tool and fast forward to London. What do we have here on the NASDAQ? We have double top. We have a double top here on the NASDAQ, and we also have a double top here on the S&P. Therefore, coming into the session, I know there's a lot of liquidity sitting up there. I also know there's a lot of liquidity sitting up at this high here, because this high here and this point on the S&P was a very, very nice, clean double top. And to come up and take that out was a given. So at any given opportunity, in the morning in the London, I'm simply looking for long opportunities. And I believe we were trading around this point here, and I basically said to everyone in the community, we have lots of liquidity sitting up above here. So I've given the liquidity points, and all you have to do simply from there on out is trade exactly into them. Normally I would take these live on the Zoom call with everyone, but like I say, this happened pre-market around 6:35, 6:40 a.m. and probably a lot of the London guys were still waking up or not on the charts yet, which is totally fine. However, I just had to execute it as it as it suited my plan. So on the 5-minute, all I was doing is I was pretty much saying, I'm going to wait for price to come down and take out this low before I look to get involved. Now, what I was also seeing is this is a massive level of a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Beautiful inverse head and shoulders formation. A lovely, again, reversal pattern showing me that this is a strong indication that if we can hold this level and the 1 minute starts to show me buying opportunities, then it's a very high probability trade. Now, if we just put on the position where I actually entered on the 5-minute, so that's where I entered right there, and let me just show you guys where it was on the 1 minute. So it's pretty much around there. All I was doing, again, is seeing this liquidity here. We almost have a double bottom. I believe it was a double bottom in the S&P. So I knew this was going to get taken out. And the second that it got taken out, that's when I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to start looking for long opportunities, and I'm going to put my stop just below that liquidity point. If I get stopped out, no problem. Therefore, all I did was I waited for some bullish confirmation and a nice bounce out of this zone. So this 5-minute candle closed very, very bearish. And a lot of the time, what you'll see is sometimes when price comes into a major level of support or resistance, a 5-minute will close very bearish, and then the next candle will close very bullish. And that's pretty much what I was looking to play right here. Bearish, flip bullish, follow the momentum back up. So 1 minute time frame closed super bearish, and then price closed bullish straight back after. If that's true bearish momentum, why would we not continue just pushing back down? Because it's a fake out. Therefore, we close bullish again. Fantastic. I'm going long at any given opportunity, and in a second that candle closed bullish, entered the long, no hesitation, stops below the low, looking to play up into the first target of the double top mentioned, and then to come up and take out these highs here. What we did is 5 minute beautiful bullish engulfing candle. If we had pulled back down again, I was actually going to enter another position live on the call around here and look for another play up. However, we didn't get it, but it's no problem. We still caught a fantastic move, and I secured 80% of my profits around these highs. So 1 to 3 risk to reward, nothing huge, but it was a very nice 30-point move. And then I ended up holding hedges all the way back to the highs, which very small lots, when you're catching 170-point move back up, them small positions add up very, very fast. It was a small position to allow me to hedge myself if I wanted to take something else. However, that didn't fit my plan, but I was more than happy that I managed to call such an incredible move pre-market in the London session. Now, if we just fast forward things on, this thing just absolutely boomed. So like I say, I closed majority of my positions here, and the rest I was just holding at break even, playing up into the highs. This, boom, it just absolutely rocketed. So if we just get rid of this, so we entered down here, we caught this huge move up. It's a 150-point move up. 150 points on the NASDAQ is incredible. If you can pull out 30, 50, 100-point moves on the NASDAQ, you can be making incredible returns, okay? You don't have to be catching the massive swing moves. 30, 50, 100-point move, all you need. And then just taking it to where we jumped on live in the Zoom community. So in the Zoom community? In the trading community. I'm just going to delete this position up now. We know where it is. So we ended up jumping live around this point here. But I basically said to everyone, this is a very strong push up. If you guys want to catch the long and you didn't manage to catch it from down here, we kind of need to stay a little bit more patient. We need to either pull back down, retest these levels, and then push up. But then as soon as London opened, bam, price pushed massively back up, and in 5 minutes that was another 40-point candle, which is huge. And when we see such a big move like that early on in the London, after that I already know price is going to now start to create some space. And what I said to everyone is, let's give price a little bit more time. We need to let the markets find their feet. We've had a very strong push up. If we're going to have a massive continuation up, back up to highs, what we're going to need to do, we're going to need to slow down, accumulate a lot more range, grab some liquidity, and then we can have the push back up. But what I also said to the guys in the community, which was the absolute key in today's session, is very likely that price is going to come up and take out this high here, which is actually yesterday's daily high. I think any retail traders who were short, they had their stops right above here, and I actually shared this live on my Instagram stories as well, basically pre-warning everyone, do not short. I had so many messages when I was long, and price came into these regions, and price was like, bro, I'm going short, I'm going to start taking short, I'm going to load up on shorts. And I'm like, just wait. We haven't taken out any significant highs on the NASDAQ or the S&P. Therefore, it makes no sense for you to jump in shorts at all. Price is bullish. Why do you want to jump in shorts? You want to jump in shorts because you're trying to put your bias and you're trying to cast your ego on the markets. Whereas I said to everyone in the community, I believe we're going to come down and we're going to take out some serious daily lows. But in order for us to do that, we have to come and grab some significant highs first, so we're liquid enough to come down and take down the lows. That's exactly how it went. So price continued to push up. We came back down, we pushed back up. And look, at this point here, guys, look at this. Price is coming into a level of resistance. We have a huge sell-off. What is this? If you haven't already watched my other S&P video, I highly recommend you watch it. It's pretty much like an S&P and NASDAQ course, where this is nothing but a retail trap to bring in liquidity to the markets. What do retail traders do? They see this huge push down. What do? They go short. Where do they have their stops? They have their stops sitting just above this high. Now, the only time I would say that you could take this trade and put your stops above this high is if the S&P has taken it out. Whereas in this case, the S&P hadn't taken out this high here. The NASDAQ hadn't taken out this high here. Therefore, I said to everyone in the community, wait, be patient. We have news coming out as well. Let the retails try and short this, and I can tell you there's a high probability that there's going to be some stops sitting above this high. So in order for us to short this in the community, we have to wait for that to be taken out. Until that gets taken out, I'm not going to touch shorts. And when I saw this strong move down, did I get a bit of FOMO because we took out these highs? Yes, I did. However, I didn't chase it. I stuck to the plan. I was like, look, if it doesn't come up and take out these highs, then I'm not interested anyway. I have my plan of price to come and take out these highs, and until we do that, I'm just going to trade my plan. And then look what happened. Boom. Skipped it too fast, but look at that. That is exactly what I said to everyone on the lives and in the community that this is exactly what retail traders are doing. And I even shared it on my Instagram for free on my stories. You guys can go and check it, or I'll pop it up on the screen for anyone who thinks, well, it's easy to go back in hindsight and say that. No, I trade live, I share everything live, and I break down these very, very key liquidity points where I think prices are going to come take out before having that real move. And once retailers had been manipulated to the absolute max, that's when I knew at this point price is liquid enough that we could absolutely dump from here. And that's exactly what we did. And I pretty much said to everyone in the community is, once we break this level, we can come back up, we can retest this, and you can go short. And people were able to catch this short with me, all from the calls of sharing the move up, taking out the highs, and then having the move back down. So although I didn't get to catch the short from the very, very top, me sharing my liquidity points and me sharing where I think price is going to come up and take out a high, not only does it allow me to get a better entry, but it also stops me from taking unnecessary losses like retail traders. So I'm not chasing my tail. I have longs from the London session all the way back down at 11325. I have full exposure in the markets, and I'm not here to predict anything, and I don't need to predict anything because I've got such fantastic entries that now I'm pretty much just having fun, and I'm getting fully in the zone and in the flow with the markets. So price had an aggressive sell-off, and then look, we pushed back up, we spiked up again, and it's pretty much again then when I shared with everyone in the community to go short, and I'll post up the screenshot of when I did say that, and then it was soon after that I decided to clock off for the evening, and then look at that, bam, and we just continued again to slam. Look at that, it's nothing but a liquidity grab again. Look, we break above, fake retest, retails go long, price slams back below, slams back bullish, and then boom, you have another 270 pip drop. So although I personally wasn't able to catch the shorts, I broke it down to absolute perfection and shared the entire thing live. There's no better feeling than being able to call a 100, 200 point move on the NASDAQ. You have to understand that that is an incredibly powerful skill, and if you can learn to master your entries and master retail traps, you can build a very successful career trading just like this. The elements in terms of getting an entry are very, very simple, but the most important part is understanding the liquidity grabs and understanding the retail traps. Where do they have their stops? Where is price likely going to come and take before having that move back down? Once it does that, that's when my execution is just absolutely on point. And like my long in the London session, people could argue it was risky, the 5-minute close bearish. I understand it's a retail trap. If price had come and stopped me out, excuse me, if price had come and stopped me out, I could not care less. Why could I not care less? Losses do not affect me because I stick to my plan. And I know that my plan works. And I know that my plan is working very, very well in these times. So I'm absolutely doubling down. And that's how you have to treat your trading. Lots of people will see moves like this. They'll see price take out high. They'll wait. They'll say, I'm staying patient. They'll hesitate. And before you know it, you've missed the move. And this is what I explain to everyone in the community, and I record psychology audios, I'm going to be doing a lot more of them, is hesitation kills traders. I would rather people in my community be active in the markets and taking losses than doing absolutely nothing. And I wish I had someone to tell me that in the start. In the start, I was always told, be patient, wait for 5, 10 entry confirmations, and then you might take the move. And I would sit there for weeks to a month doing absolutely nothing in these communities that were telling me to do that, when this is just crazy. My journey could have sped up so much more if I started executing the way I am now. Losses in trading are a fantastic thing, so stop being scared of them. Losses are how you learn. Losses are how you understand your psychology, you understand your emotions, you understand the markets, what you did right, what you did wrong. Sitting there doing nothing, sitting on your hands 24/7 is not how you're going to progress as a trader. You need to be getting involved and testing. Ideally, you want to be doing that on a paper trading account as much as possible. Or if you do it with a live funds and you're new to trading, just don't have any expectations. And I still don't think there's anything wrong early on in your trading career with blowing an account. I really don't, as long as you're not doing it time and time again, making zero progression. That's my rant over. I just make these videos because I really want to help you guys, and I really want to bring more reality and genuineness to this industry and show you guys that trading isn't easy. It's really not. It took me a very long time, but when you have the elements and you understand the plan and you have a plan to follow that actually works, it's fucking possible. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate all you guys who are new here and have been messaging me on Instagram saying you've been watching my videos. It means a lot. It means that my goal to bring more light and exposure to this industry is starting to work, and we're certainly only getting started. We have a lot more to come. So for now, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.